A few thoughts now as Hillary Clinton has retreated into hiding from the harsh media spotlight on the Clinton cartel's culture of corruption. And Mrs. Clinton's strategy is, of course, to pursue a bunker strategy, hide from even the left-wing media as she tries to run out the clock on these scandals, at least until Election Day, now just 75 days hence. The Democratic candidate continues to hide from the public as her scandals only worsen. She hasn't held a press conference since early last December, and her most recent rally a week ago in Cleveland. Mrs. Clinton instead on a fundraising blitz, all of which closed, of course, to the public and the press. I think these are signals of what you might expect from her if she were to be elected president. There are so many signals, aren't there? Hillary Clinton appears only to be granting audiences to those who pay, much like her time at the State Department after a bombshell report from the Associated Press revealed more than half of her non-government meetings were with donors to the Clinton Foundation. Trump slamming the Clinton cartel and Hillary's long-standing and energetic corruption. But Republican congressional leaders, you may have noticed, are nowhere to be found. Their voices absent from the public debate. Even the national liberal mainstream media has started to at least take notice of the corrupt Clinton Foundation. The USA Today editorial board slamming the foundation's decision to allow all donations through Election Day, saying it, quote, get ready for this, looks more like an influence peddling fire sale, adding the only way to eliminate the odors surrounding the foundation is to wind it down, put it in mothballs starting today. That all sounds, well, benign, doesn't it? Mothballs, wind it down. It is a corrupt enterprise. The Washington Post even noted what was going on at the foundation with the former Secretary of State. Quote, it would have been much better to take these measures when Ms. Clinton started at State. Oh, that would have been nice, wouldn't it? All of the foundation's assets should be spun off to an organization with no ties to the first family. End quote. Lovely thoughts. Despite all the growing charges of corruption and demands to shut down the foundation that is at the center of these scandals, we find the Clintons just can't help themselves. We learned today that no matter what, Chelsea, you forgot about her, didn't you? Chelsea Clinton will remain on the board of the Clinton Foundation regardless of whether her mother wins in November or not. It's clear Hillary is hiding until she hopes all of the outrage over the Clinton cartel's worsening scandal somehow blows over, fades from public view. Not a chance, you say. Well, consider this. At the onset of the scandal until now, you and I and our fellow citizens haven't heard strong, vigorous criticism of the scandal from top Republicans, including Mitch McConnell, Mitt Romney, and Paul Ryan, about the immense scope of the Clinton culture of corruption, about the failure of the left-wing national media to inform the voting public about these scandals. The Republican establishment turns out to be an even sorrier bunch than we ever thought possible. A sorry bunch so jealous of Trump that they are willing to risk turning our country over to the most corrupt figure in modern presidential politics. Our quotation of the evening. On those so cowardly, those so weak, so bereft of principle and compassion for their fellow citizens that they would risk all in the name of spite. Albert Einstein said this, quote, the world is a dangerous place to live, not because of the people who are evil, but because of the people who don't do anything about it. We're coming right back.